Hello there guys, so today I'm gonna stop that there because I think that kind of aids to a stereotype that British people talk like this sometimes and we drink lots of tea, and I do neither, so I'm gonna start. Anyway, yeah, so the point of this video is Cher Lloyd, singer. She was on the X Factor and she was one of the people that didn't make it, but she still won, because let's face it, if you've been on the X Factor and you won, you lost. Anyone who was a runner-up on the X Factor does better than the winners, because the winners are like, yeah, we released one song and then our album went down. The runners-up are like, unless you count that Leona Lewis, she did quite well for herself. She kind of had one album or two, and then she last was appeared in James Cameron, the Avatar film. I kind of watched that and I was like, what a way to ruin a violent ending. Anyway, so Cher Lloyd released a song called Swagger Jagger. Now, I personally had no idea what the hell that means, and I was quite curious about it. Like, I was guessing it's something to do with like bling or bags or something, because people call that their swag or whatever. So I went on Urban Dictionary and printed it out. Yes, I am that lame, but I figured, curious. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you in case none of you also know and wanted to know what it is. So the first one says, it refers to someone who tries to steal your swag away by activities such as hating, dissing and gossiping. I don't really see how that's stealing if you're just gossiping about someone. Oh my god, I'm stealing from her by saying I like her shoes. Oof. Another version of it, which is quite simple, makes more sense, is a person who tries to cramp your style out of a form of hating. That one makes more sense. The personal favourite, because a load of them came up, but they all said the same, except this one, which really stood out and kind of made me giggle. A word used to describe an act of prostitute receiving triple penetration during group sex. Common phrase used in gypsy, speak English please, gypsy traveller culture. That one kind of made me think, so she wrote a song about being gangbanged and taking it 3 ways. Right, yeah, I don't think that was the one it was meant for. I'm guessing it was meant by the people trying to steal her swag by hating and whatnot. But if you don't like the song, I can see why, because she's too full of herself. It's like when she's saying, you can't stop writing about me, tweeting about me, and hang on, the lyrics on here as well. Okay, there's parts on there, the rest of it, anyway. Yeah, so it's like when she's saying all that, it's like, you're a nobody, so no one's tweeting about you, no one's desperate to know about you, you're a no one, you literally are a nobody. If you're Michael Jackson, or a Lady Gaga, or a Beyonce, or even JLS or Justin Bieber, people want to know about you because you've made a name for yourself in the music industry. You're just a cocky little no one. But like, saying that, I think people need to remember about her that, you know, when she was on that show, that's how she was, that was her style. She was cocky and arrogant, and that's kind of why she got far ahead. So pros and cons, really, I'm going to put those down, you know, weigh it out. I think she's realised what her strength is, but then overplayed, and it's kind of turned her into a weakness, and I'm probably chatting bollocks here, but this is generally what I think. If you disagree with me, then feel free to disagree. I mean, the song is catchy, and I do sort of like it, but not enough to be like, oh my god, Cher Lloyd, because I don't want to walk down the street and get stabbed for liking a song, because these days I think people are too judgmental and too thingy, especially since stuff like the Rebbecca Black Friday and Justin Bieber and Miley Cyrus. I think people like that have kind of made people more cynical towards music, and I think people kind of need to remember that people have their own taste and their own opinions, and we should all be allowed to form it. Like, e.g. I'm giving my opinion to you. Anyway, so that was generally it. If you didn't know what Swagger Jagger was, now you do, and I hope I've made you feel like you learnt something today, now that if you're finished and school's out for summer and whatnot. So guess I'll see you guys next time.